We were never meant to stay. Maybe we were only passing through, but every city, every midnight avenue still sounds a little bit like you. Keep your shadow inside my coat. Winter gets colder, but I won't let go. Street lights flicker, the train rolls by. Everybody's leaving, so am I. And if tomorrow forgets my name, would you remember me the same? Maybe we were never meant to stay. Maybe we were only passing through, but every city, every midnight avenue still sounds a little bit like you. Changed my room, bought new flowers, watched them bloom. Tried moving on like people do. Funny how everything leads back to you. I learned the distance between goodbye and all the words we never tried. Maybe we were never meant to stay. We were only passing through, but every city, every midnight avenue still sounds a little bit like you. A little bit like you. To keep, maybe love was just a dream we meet for a moment, for a night, for a heartbeat in this life. Maybe we were never meant to stay. Maybe we were only passing through, but every city, every midnight avenue still sounds a little bit like you. Still feels a little bit like you. A little bit like you. I was 20-something, thought forever was a place you could reach. Thought good things stay good, thought people meant every promise they keep. You walked in like summer, no warning, no grand design, just a smile at the right moment in a life that wasn't doing fine. And suddenly coffee tasted better, songs meant something. The future had a face I didn't know. You can lose yourself without noticing, one piece at a time. If I could call the person I was before, I'd tell him, love her, but don't make her your whole world. perfect, God knows we tried. Two hearts learning on the job. Some nights we were magic, some nights we were scars. But I would've stayed for all of it, the fights, the silence, the mess. Because loving you never felt difficult, only losing you did. Funny how the worst day of your life usually starts like any other. If I could call the person I was before, I'd tell him, love her, but don't make her your whole world. Cause when she left, she took nothing, and somehow it still felt like everything. Years from now, maybe we'll be strangers, two names, living different lives. Maybe you'll have children, maybe I'll have stories. Maybe we'll both smile and say we're fine. But there will always be a version of me standing in that doorway, watching you leave. Too shocked to cry, too broken to speak, too young to understand that some endings never really end. And I don't miss who you are today, I don't even know her. I miss the dream, the hope, the person I became when you believed in me. If I could call the person I was before, I'd tell him, love her, love honestly, love without fear. But keep a piece of yourself for the day she leaves. Because one day someone will walk away without meaning to destroy you. And you'll learn that hearts don't break all at once, they break quietly, memory by memory, night by night. Until one morning you wake up and realize you've survived. I still think of you sometimes, not with anger, not with regret, just gratitude. Because before you left, you taught me how deeply a heart can feel. Missed the last train, so I'm walking, just me and a city that doesn't ask questions. The diner on 8th still has the lights on. A couple's laughing by the window for a second. I almost hate them, not because they're happy, just because they don't know how lucky they are. A taxi rushes past, music leaking through the glass. Some old love song, the kind we'd sing wrong just to make each other laugh. It's strange how a memory can feel warmer than a person. I'm halfway home, halfway gone, halfway between moving on and holding on. I don't call you, I don't need to, but every road tonight still bends your way. And every version of tomorrow has your shadow standing somewhere in it. My phone lights up, not you, of course not you. It's never you, not anymore. I should be used to that, I should be stronger now, that's what everyone says. But grief is clever, it changes clothes, shows up as nostalgia, pretends it's harmless, then steals the air out of the room. I stopped counting the days since you left, but my heart still knows the number. I'm halfway home, halfway gone, halfway between moving on and holding on. I don't call you, I don't need to, but every road tonight still bends your way. Maybe one day you'll just be a story I tell, a photograph, a chapter, a name. Maybe one day my chest won't tighten when somebody mentions yours. Maybe one day the world will stop looking so much like us. But tonight isn't that day. So I keep walking street after street, past places that forgot us already, past windows filled with other lies, past the person I used to be. I'm halfway home, halfway healed, halfway believing this pain is real, and halfway believing it isn't forever. The city grows quiet, the sky turns blue, and for the first time all night long, the road ahead looks longer than the road behind. The sun is coming slowly, and somehow so am I. I know the cashier at the corner store. She asked me how I've been. I always say, pretty good. She always smiles, and that's the end of it. The guy downstairs owns the elevator. The barista remembers what I drink. The city remembers my routines, but nobody remembers the things I never say. I'm surrounded, yet somehow the distance remains. I got people I can call, people I can text, people who would probably answer if I needed help. But tell me, why do I still feel alone in a world that knows my name? In a world that knows my name. Friday night, the restaurant's full, everybody's talking, everybody belongs somewhere. And maybe they don't, maybe they're pretending to. Maybe half this room is carrying the same silence home tonight. Maybe we're all actors waiting for someone to notice we're not okay. Maybe that's why we keep staring at our phones, hoping for something we can't explain. A message, a voice, a reason to feel seen. I got people I can call, people I can text, people who would probably answer if I needed help. But tell me, why do I still feel alone in a world that knows my name? Oh, it knows my name. Oh, I don't need crowds, I don't need fame, I don't need somebody to save me. I just want one conversation that lasts longer than the weather. One person who asks twice when I say I'm fine. One place where I don't have to translate my heart. Maybe home was never a city. Maybe home was always a person. Or maybe that's what I've been missing. I got people I can call, people I can text, people who would probably answer if I needed help. But what I really need is someone who notices before I ask, someone who hears the silence between my words, someone who stays long enough to learn without knowing you at all. The city's still awake, cars pass below, my phone lights up a few new messages. I smile, lock the screen, and stare out the window for a while. Just a while. The microwave clock is brighter than the moon. Funny, I never noticed that when you were here. There's a jacket on the kitchen chair, not yours, but every time I see it, my brain gets confused. The neighbor's dog still barks at midnight. The train still shakes the bedroom wall. Everything survived, everything except us. And that's the strange part. The world didn't even blink. I left the light on 3 months too long. Not for you, just for the version of me who thought you'd come back. The bulb burned out, the room went dark, and somehow that felt honest. That felt honest. That felt honest. A new cafe opened down the street. They painted over the old blue sign. Now I can't point and say that's where we. Never mind. It doesn't matter, I guess that's healing. Things disappear, then one day you stop looking for them. Nobody notices the exact second a scar becomes skin. I left the light on 3 months too long. Not for you, just for the version of me who thought you'd come back. The bulb burned out, the room went dark, and somehow that felt honest. Maybe closure isn't a door, maybe it's a lamp finally giving up after doing its job for far too long. I left the light on 3 months too long. Not for you, not anymore. Now the window holds the moon instead, and for the first time, the dark doesn't feel lonely. Doesn't feel lonely. The microwave clock is brighter than the moon. Funny, now I notice. I wake up, make coffee, feed the morning to another day. Same train, same faces, same small talk along the way. I laugh when I'm supposed to, answer every text, say I'm doing fine like everybody expects. And maybe that's the problem, maybe I've gotten good at disappearing without leaving the room. No alarms, no disasters, nothing anybody could see. Just another night spent talking to the silence beside me. Nobody knows how loud a quiet room can be when there's nobody left to tell about your day. And nobody sees the little wars inside of me, 'cause loneliness looks a lot like being okay. There's a light across the street, someone's window still awake. I wonder if they're lonely too, or if they're waiting for somebody. Funny how a million people can live in one city and still spend years looking for one person who understands. I don't need saving, I don't need fixing, I just miss being known. Not famous, not noticed, just known. The way home knows your footsteps, the way your name sounds different in the right voice. And nobody knows how loud a quiet room can be when there's nobody left to tell about your day. And nobody sees the little wars inside of me, 'cause loneliness looks a lot like being okay. Maybe that's why the nights feel longer. There's nowhere to hide from your own thoughts. No crowd, no noise, no moving fast enough to outrun yourself. And somewhere inside all this silence, I hear a question I keep avoiding. When was the last time you felt understood? I don't remember. Not completely, not enough. Nobody knows how loud a quiet room can be when every dream has nobody waiting inside it. Nobody sees how hard it is to believe that someone somewhere might still be looking for a heart like mine. So I'll leave a light on, not for a lover, not for the past, just for hope, just in case tomorrow finally knocks. The room is quiet, but not as quiet as yesterday. Maybe that's enough for tonight. When I was 10, I thought 25 was basically forever. I thought adults had answers, had certainty, had somewhere to be. I thought one day I'd wake up and everything would make sense, like the last page of a book, like the ending of a movie, like finally arriving. But here I am, staring at the ceiling again, still trying to figure out who I'm supposed to be. The years came fast, the dreams came slow. Nobody tells you that's how it goes. Nobody warned me that growing up would feel like this. Not heartbreak, not tragedy, just looking around one day and realizing you missed a life. You never actually had a version of yourself. You thought you'd become a future that only existed in your head. The friends I swore I'd never lose now live in different cities, different worlds, different lives. We still say we should meet up sometime, and sometimes means never. The photographs smile more the nights end earlier. And somewhere along the way we traded wonder for schedules. Nobody leaves all at once. People fade one season at a time. Nobody warned me that growing up would feel like this. Not heartbreak, not tragedy, just looking around one day and realizing you miss a life you never actually had. A version of yourself you thought you'd become, a future that only existed in your head. And maybe that's okay. Maybe the point was never becoming who you imagine. Maybe the point was surviving long enough to meet who you are. Because some dreams fail, some rose, and some people leave, but you're still here, still breathing, still trying, still becoming. And honestly, maybe that's enough. Maybe that's more than enough. Nobody warned me that growing up would hurt this quietly. No explosions, no final goodbye, just tiny pieces of yesterday falling out of your pockets year after year, until one day you look in the mirror and see a stranger who somehow knows every story. And for the first time you stop mourning who you could have been and start loving who you are. When I was 10, I thought 25 was forever. Funny now I know forever is just a collection of ordinary days you don't realize you'll miss until they're gone. Midnight, the ceiling knows every thought I hide. The room is dark, but my mind won't turn off tonight. There's a coffee stain on your favorite book. I never cleaned it, I don't know why. Maybe some part of me still believes that unfinished things can find their way back. The window shakes when the wind gets rough, the same old sound you used to love. And now it's just noise, just another thing trying to fill the silence. People move on, cities change, years disappear, but memories, they don't follow rules. We were paper stars, trying to light the sky, burning way too bright for something built to fly. And now I'm holding ashes where your hands used to be. Tell me, why do broken things still feel like home to me? I saw your name today, not yours, just someone else's. But my heart didn't know the difference. Funny how it works, a single word, a certain laugh, a jacket in a crowd, and suddenly the past is standing right in front of you, like it never left. I don't want you back, at least that's what I keep saying. But you sound different at 2 in the morning. We were paper stars, trying to light the sky, burning way too bright for something built to fly. And now I'm holding ashes where your hands used to be. Tell feel like home to me. Maybe I love the person I became when you were around. Maybe that's the ghost I keep chasing. Not you, not us, just that version of life that felt endless before it wasn't. And if healing is a road, why does every turn lead back here? Why does every goodbye keep your voice somewhere inside it? We were paper stars trying to light the sky, beautiful for a moment, gone before sunrise. And now the night keeps asking questions I can't leave. Tell me, why do broken things still feel like home to me? Why does your shadow fit so perfectly inside my memories? Midnight, the ceiling knows every thought I hide. The room is dark and somehow you're still the brightest thing I can't hold. Rain again. Funny how it always rains when I start thinking maybe the sky has the same bad habits. I found an old receipt inside my coat, your handwriting across the corner. Just 3 words, nothing special, nothing that should hurt, but somehow it did. I stood there in the grocery aisle, holding a piece of paper like it could explain why some people leave and still stay everywhere. I packed away the photographs, the letters, the little souvenirs. But memories don't live inside boxes, they travel light. You're always the last place I look, the last song, the last street, the last face in a crowded room. I spend all day forgetting you, then find you waiting at the edge of every thought, like you knew I'd come back eventually. The apartment feels smaller now, or maybe I'm just louder. Every step echoes, every door closes twice. The clock keeps moving. I check, trust me, I checked 100 times. But some nights feel stuck between what happened and what should have happened. I don't blame you anymore, that's the strange part. The anger left, the sadness stayed. You're always the last place I look, the last song, the last street, the last face in a crowded room. I spend all day forgetting you, then find you waiting at the edge of every thought, like you knew I'd come back eventually. Maybe healing isn't moving on, maybe it's learning to sit beside the ache without asking it to leave. Maybe some stories never end, they just stop speaking and live quietly under everything. I wonder if you still think about me. Not enough to call, not enough to stay, just enough to pause for a second when my name appeared somewhere. the way yours does. Become part of the scenery. Rain again. The city's turning silver, and for the first time in a while, I don't follow your shadow, I just watch it pass. I don't miss you every day, just the quiet ones, just the nights when the city's half asleep, just the songs I never showed you, just the version of myself that disappeared when you did. 4 a.m. The street below looks underwater. Headlights drift by like passing ghosts, and somehow tonight feels longer than the rest. I changed the sheets, moved the furniture, deleted numbers, cut my hair. Did all the things people recommend when they're trying to save themselves. Still, every now and then something slips through, a smell, a sentence, a random face in a crowded room. Funny how memories never knock first. I don't miss you every day, just the quiet ones, just the nights when the city's half asleep, just the songs I never showed you, just the version of myself that disappeared when you did. Quiet ones. My friends say I'm doing better, and maybe they're right. I laugh more now, I go outside, I answer calls, I even stop checking my phone every 5 minutes. But healing a strange habit, it hides for weeks and suddenly shows up at midnight, sits beside you and refuses to leave. Some wounds don't hurt less, they just learn how to whisper. I don't miss you every day, just the quiet ones, just the nights when the city's half asleep, just the songs I never showed you, just the version of myself that disappeared when you did. Maybe that's what love becomes, not fireworks, not tragedy, just small invisible things living rent-free inside ordinary moments, a traffic light, an empty seat, a familiar laugh from across the room. I don't miss you every day, just the quiet ones, just the nights when the city's half asleep. Just the songs I never showed you, just the version of myself that disappeared when you did. And maybe that's who I've been looking for this whole time. 4 a.m. The city keeps breathing, the world keeps turning, and for a second, so do I. It's 3 a.m. The city's asleep, but somehow the past is wide awake. There's a crack in the bedroom ceiling. I've stared at it so many nights. It feels familiar now, like an old friend, like regret. I wonder if you're sleeping. I wonder if you ever think of me the way I still think of you. Not every day, not every hour, just enough to ruin the quiet ones. We were so careful not to break each other. Funny how we broke anyway. It's not the goodbye that keeps me awake, it's the things we never said, the conversations still trapped inside my chest, the stay, the way that don't leave yet, the words that never made it past my lips. Now they echo through my head instead. I still remember that night in October, cold air, warm hands, 1,000 little moments I thought would last forever. Turns out forever has a habit of ending early, and people leave long before their memory does. I kept your secrets, you kept your distance, neither of us won. It's not the goodbye that keeps me awake, it's the things we never said, the conversations still trapped inside my chest, the stay, the way that don't leave yet, the words that never made it past my lips. Now they echo through my head instead. If I could go back, I wouldn't ask you to love me more, I wouldn't ask you to stay. I'd just sit beside you a little longer, pay attention, hold on tighter, knowing what I know now, knowing how quickly everything disappears. Because the hardest part wasn't losing you, it was realizing how many chances I let pass by, thinking there'd be another. It's not the goodbye that keeps me awake, it's the things we never said, the futures we never reached, the promises we never tested, the life we almost had, the version of us that never got the chance. And somehow that's the one I miss the most. It's 3 a.m. The city's asleep, and the words I never said are still here, keeping me company. could borrow just one more night, I'd spend it listening to your heartbeat. Not saying much, not fixing us, just staying close enough to remember what home felt like. There's a photograph beside my bed. The color's faded, but not the feeling. I should have packed it away a long time ago. Instead I leave it there like a window. I don't have the strength to close. The world keeps moving. People keep telling me that's a good thing, but some nights I still sit with the silence and let it speak. I don't miss every moment, I don't miss every day, just the ones that remind me how much light you used to bring. If I could borrow just one more night, I'd spend it listening to your heartbeat. Not saying much, not fixing us, just staying close enough to remember what home felt like. What home felt like. I met somebody last winter. She was kind of person you hope finds happiness, but every conversation felt like reading the right words in the wrong book, and that isn't fair to anyone. So I let her go and walked back to my empty apartment, where the walls already knew my story. Maybe love doesn't leave completely. Maybe it changes shape, becomes a shadow, becomes a song, becomes a name you whisper when nobody's around. If I could borrow just one more night, I'd spend it listening to your heartbeat. Not saying much, not fixing us, just staying close enough to remember what home felt like. What home felt like. I don't want another chance, I don't need a different ending. I just wish I had known how precious ordinary moments were. Your hand in mine, your voice from another room, the way you'd say my name like it belonged somewhere. If I could borrow just one more night, I'd spend it listening to your heartbeat. Not chasing time, not changing fate, just letting the moment stay a little longer. Long enough to thank you, long enough to let go, long enough to remember what home felt like. The photograph beside my bed is fading slowly. Maybe that's okay. Some memories don't need to stay clear to stay alive.